Hello and welcome to Kisi Kisi Baby. Today we're gonna learn how to cook with Raj. So we are gonna start off with the very nice thing called lassi. Lassi, if you don't know, it's a smoothie, but in India we call it a lassi because it's much better than a smoothie. Because what we use is amazing yogurt and we make the yogurt at our house. However, here I'm using the closest possible thing that I could find. But it's not made in my house and it's made in a factory. So we take the fruit, put the yogurt, get a blender, blend it out of it, and voila, lassi is ready. And now the more you blend, the more air you'll incorporate, leading to a very nice and light and drinkable mixture. So here you can see how you have to pour it in the glass, get rid of the stuff, put it in the glass, and then wow, that tasted phenomenal. Of course you can add sugar and honey to this, but for me the taste just with the strawberries was fantastic. The trick here is to mix it as much as possible. That was good. Okay, now we're on to the main recipe. So we're gonna make a chickpea crepe or a vegetarian omelette with egg, or we're gonna make a Besan ka Pooda with goat cheese and spring onions. Well, it's really easy to do. So first what we have to do, we have to cut and measure everything. So here you can see I've got some spring onions. In this recipe I recommend you use spring onions, but you can use whatever. This is just an idea. And you know, with spring onions right now we're getting amazing spring onions here in France, so it goes really well with this recipe. It has a very nice contrast and it goes really well. And voila, you just cut it like this, and before you know it, you've got all of your spring onions cut. And now we're just gonna cut it some more into small pieces, because you can do this two ways. You can either mix it with the batter and cook it directly with the batter, or you can have it raw like this. This is what I would recommend, have it raw. Here I'm gonna make the batter for you guys. So all we need to do is put some farine de pois chiche, so that's pretty much chickpea flour. And here you can see you've got the recipe down in the description box below, and again I've included links for you to you can just click on the link and buy it directly like this. You won't have to, you know, hunt around for the spices that I use or anything that you can't find. It's all available. If you just click on the link, it's there. So again, mixing all the spices and putting all the spices in the chickpeas flour, making sure everything's nice and clean, adding some eggs. Some people, they like to add some soda water to it, like sparkling water. You can, it makes the dough a bit lighter. For me, I didn't need to, so I just added some eggs and some water. So now we're just going to take this and blend it. I'll give you a tip. It's better to put this batter and rest it for a few minutes or even overnight, because if you let it rest, the resulting pura or the resulting crepe, it's really nice. It's good to eat. It's nice and soft. And again, use a hand blender to mix it. It makes your life easier. You can add water as you go, and plus using a hand blender will lead to no lumps, and no lumps are the best kind of lumps you want to have in your mix. So again, mix it until it's completely done. And when it's done, it's ready, because you've got this type of consistency. Okay, moving on. Now we're gonna cook it. So what I would recommend is get a good pan that's non-stick, add some oil, add some butter, and add your dough, your batter. And once you add your batter, make sure that the heat is not too high, otherwise it's going to stick and not spread as evenly as you can see it here. And trust me, you won't get it right the first time. It's going to take time. So let it cook. If you want to add the spring onions to the batter, you would do it now, and the spring onions would cook with the batter. And again, make sure it's not on a very high heat, medium heat, and let it cook. This will take about 5 to 6 minutes. And when it's done, you'll see the batter will start to bubble up. It will start to change color, and it'll start to leave the sides. Again, this recipe is really easy to do. It's really quick, and it's good to eat. It's really healthy. What I did here was just added some butter on the side, and then once I saw the sides leaving the pan and I saw the batter bubbling a bit, I knew it was time to flip it, and that's what I did. I flipped it, huh? You see, it started to move on its own. So it's flipped, and wow, look at that. That's beautiful. But again, you need to have patience. You need to give it time. And when it's cooked, you flip it around, and before you know it, it's pretty much done. And now, since if you've been here with us for so long throughout the video, there's a surprise for you at the end of the video. What we're going to do at the in the coming few episodes, we're going to launch a new series. But anyways, guys, you know, this was really good to eat. I would recommend you have some very nice fresh goat cheese with this, and the spring onions, and that's it. You don't need anything else. Maybe the lassi, and that's about it. But anyways, you know, thank you so much for watching the video. If you like what we do like, subscribe, and share the video. And also, you know, if you can, tell one person, any one person you know. Like this, we're going to increase our family. And you know, again, here I'm using some lemon. It goes really, really well. It's really nice.